Picture this. You've been hitting the pavement for 3 months, waking up at the crack of dawn. Your diet is stricter than a drill sergeant. Half the carbs, zero sweets, and takeout is a distant memory. The scale is finally moving. Your legs are leaner, your face is sharper. But then, you look down. Yep, that stubborn ring of belly fat is still sitting there, like a freeloader who refuses to pay rent. You start to wonder, am I doing this wrong? Is my willpower weak? Or are my genetics just out to get me? But here is a mind-blowing truth most people never even consider. It's not about your lack of effort. Your body actually has a hidden, highly complex biological system actively sabotaging your flat belly dreams. Today, we are diving deep into the microscopic world to uncover why your belly fat is incredibly stubborn. Let's start with the main character. That tire around your waist? It's not just regular fat. People think all fat is the same, just boring energy storage. But that's a massive, massive misconception. The fat deep inside your belly is called visceral fat. It wraps around your liver, pancreas, and intestines. Think of it not as a passive storage unit, but as a highly active, 24/7 toxic chemical factory inside your gut. Regular subcutaneous fat, the stuff you can pinch, is pretty lazy. It just sits there like boxes in a warehouse. But visceral fat? It constantly pumps inflammatory markers, hormones, and fatty acids directly into your bloodstream. Harvard Medical School literally points the finger at visceral fat for insulin resistance and chronic inflammation. So, how does this rogue factory stop you from losing the gut? Let's talk about culprit number 1, insulin. Imagine insulin as a master key. Every time you eat, your blood sugar spikes, and your pancreas sends out these keys. The key's job is to unlock your cells, letting glucose in to be But here is the catch. When you have too much visceral fat, the toxic junk it releases literally jams the locks. Your cells become stubborn and ignore the insulin. This is called insulin resistance. Your body starts panicking. To force the doors open, your pancreas pumps out 10 times more insulin. And here is the brutal, undeniable truth. High insulin levels are a natural fat-burning blocker. When insulin is high, your fat cells get one strict order: store. It's a vicious cycle. More belly fat equals more insulin resistance, which equals more insulin, making fat burning impossible. You are literally trapped in a biological prison of your own body's making. But wait, we have to go deeper. Let's meet the second boss in this video game, cortisol. This is your body's stress hormone, the emergency commander. Whenever you face stress, a looming deadline, terrible sleep, or anxiety, this commander hits the panic button. It screams, "Emergency! Flood the system with energy! We might need to fight a saber-toothed tiger." This was great back in the caveman days. Cortisol spikes gave you superhuman speed to survive a predator. But today, you aren't running from tigers. You are just stressed out. Yet, your brain sends the exact same signal. Chronic modern stress keeps cortisol permanently high. And Stanford University research shows a direct link to belly fat. High cortisol specifically commands your body to hoard visceral fat. Why the belly? Because it has the most cortisol receptors. Think of these receptors as tiny antennas. The more antennas, the stronger the signal to store fat right there. That's why highly stressed people can barely eat anything and still have a stubborn gut. It's not willpower, it's cortisol. Have you ever noticed that when you are stressed, you eat less, but your belly stays the same? It's infuriating, right? Now, let's unlock mechanism number 3, the sneaky hormonal chaos caused by bad sleep. You know sleep is important, but did you know lack of sleep directly builds belly fat? It's a proven scientific fact. When you are sleep deprived, 2 evil things happen. First, your ghrelin levels skyrocket. That's your hunger hormone. High ghrelin makes you crave high-calorie, sugary carbs. Your brain is begging for quick energy. Second, your leptin plummets. Leptin is the hormone that tells your brain, "Hey, we are full, put the fork down." With low leptin, the stop signal is totally broken. You are bombarded with hunger and have 0 breaks. A University of Chicago study showed just a few nights of 5-hour sleep significantly speeds up visceral fat storage. So those hours you spend scrolling on your phone at 2 a.m., they are literally paving the way for more belly fat. But it gets worse. Sleep deprivation alters your fat metabolizing enzymes, making your body prefer storing fat in the belly. While you sleep, your body runs a highly precise metabolic cleanup. Skip the sleep, and the whole system crashes. Ready for mechanism number 4? This one is entirely ignored by most diets: your gut microbiome. You have about 38 trillion bacteria living in your gut. That's basically an entire alien ecosystem inside you. Some of these tiny tenants are friendly. They digest food, boost immunity, and make vitamins. Good guys. But the bad tenants? They produce toxic waste, trigger inflammation, and completely wreck your metabolism. Research in Nature magazine proves a direct link between gut bacteria imbalance and visceral fat accumulation. A bad microbiome causes leaky gut. Bacterial toxins slip into your blood, sparking systemic, low-grade chronic inflammation. This inflammation heavily drives insulin resistance, pushing your body to stack more and more visceral fat. Fascinatingly, certain gut bacteria actually extract more calories from the exact same food. In caveman times, extracting extra energy was a survival superpower. Today, it just means a bowl of rice makes you fatter. It feels unfair, but it's pure evolutionary science. Your gut bugs might literally be hoarding calories. Okay, let's smash some of the biggest belly fat myths that are wasting your time and destroying your sanity. Myth number 1. Spot reduction works. Doing 100 crunches will melt belly fat, right? Absolutely false. Fat loss is systemic. Your body, guided by genetics and hormones, decides where to pull fat from. Not your ab routine. Ab workouts build muscle under the fat. They do zero to burn the actual visceral fat sitting on top. Myth number 2. Eating fat makes you fat. So you avoid all fats like the plague. This logic is totally broken. What drives belly fat is a calorie surplus and insulin spikes from refined carbs, not healthy fats. Healthy fats, like olive oil and nuts, actually stabilize blood sugar and lower insulin, improving your fat-burning environment. Myth number 3. Just exercise harder. Sure, exercise is great, but if your sleep is trash and stress is high, your insulin stays elevated, and you could run for 2 hours a day while your belly fat laughs at you. NIH data shows that diet, sleep, and stress combined have a far greater impact on visceral fat than exercise alone. Now let's talk risks. Extreme calorie restriction, it's not just useless, it is actively harming you. Drop your calories to 500 a day, and your body enters metabolic adaptation, also known as wartime survival mode. It slashes your metabolic rate, burns muscle, and fiercely protects fat, especially visceral fat, its ultimate emergency reserve. The harder you starve, the harder your body guards the belly fat. Also, insane HIIT workouts on zero sleep, that just spikes cortisol even higher, forcing your body to store more belly fat. It's the ultimate backfire. If you have conditions like PCOS or thyroid issues, this is a medical symptom needing a doctor, not just a lifestyle tweak. So what's the real scientifically proven battle plan? It's not a war of willpower, it's an environmental reset. First, lower insulin spikes. Ditch refined carbs and sugar. Load up on protein and fiber to slow glucose absorption. Second, get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. It's the cheapest, most effective way to fix your ghrelin and leptin balance. Third, manage stress. Deep breathing or light walks lower cortisol, switching you out of fat-storing panic mode. Fourth, exercise smart. Combine moderate cardio with resistance training. Muscle is your biggest glucose-burning furnace. Finally, feed your gut bugs. Fermented foods and prebiotics rebuild a healthy microbiome, shutting down inflammation. Losing belly fat isn't just one thing. It's these 5 things working together. Miss one, and the system fails. Remember, your body isn't broken. It's just using ancient survival software in a modern, stressful world. Stop fighting your biology. Understand it, fix the hormonal environment, and watch that stubborn fat finally let go. If this blew your mind, share it with a friend who is struggling. Hit like, subscribe, and stay scientific. See you next time.